Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel, Clark the Bookworm. It's been a while since I did have my last vlog and I am back on track. I did just have my hiatus for 2 weeks because I actually, read 3 books so far for this month. And this book in fact is a saga, yes, and this one in fact was written by one of my favorite authors right now, or just this year. I just actually knew this author, when I got to browse, some of her work of fiction or her novels, and the author that I'm referring to is Colleen Oakes, who wrote these recent books which I have just read. And the title of the books, or a book itself, is Queen of Hearts. This one is the first book. Yes, as I was able to mention a moment ago, this is in fact a saga composed of 3 books. The first book is this one, Queen of Hearts, and the second one, the continuation of which is Blood of Wonderland. And the conclusion to this is War of Cards. This is in fact the book number 3, and I was amazed by how the author Colleen Oakes ended the story. I am very excited to mention some of the reasons why I really love these books. Yes, now without any further ado, let's begin. Before we get the ball rolling on the reasons why I do love these books, let me first special mention to you, ladies and gentlemen, the cover of these books. Yes, I so love this. I'm so in love. Yes, awesome. Look at the detail. Yeah, this resembles really a deck of cards. Yes. Yeah, this one is the back cover. As you can see, there's this flamingo and of course the Mad Hatter's hat. Yes. And this one, the second book cover, is so blood red because of the name or the title of this book, Blood of Wonderland. I so love the red. Yes, so red. It really looks blood. This one. Yes, its back cover no longer has this what we call flamingo, but instead a tree. This one is in fact a tree which was mentioned here in the book, and the 2 bears, and of course the fire. And finally, the War of Cards cover. This one is in fact dark. It's in fact color, yes, predominantly black. And this time around, look at the face of the Queen of Hearts. It's fiercer than she was in the first 2 books covers. Look. And of course its back cover no longer is a bear, but we can see here in fact the cap with 2 hats and of course the crane. I so love this. So for the cover, I give it 5 stars. At first I was so hesitant to read of these books because I thought it's going to be a typical literary retelling of Alice in the Wonderland, but I was wrong. Reading through the first chapter of the books, I realized that it's quite different from, some of the literary retelling of Alice in the Wonderland, such as Heartless by Marissa Meyer, and also After Alice by Gregory Macquart. The plot is not what you think it is. It's not a typical fairy tale which lets you experience a happily ever after for a while. In fact, on the spur of the moment, I realized that the books are not for the weak heart. Had I possessed such, then I would have ended reading right after reading the first book, Queen of Wonderland. Yes, if you are not yet ready to face the adversities of life and the realities of it, then don't open the book. Because these ones are only for people who have strong heart. No, I'm not exaggerating it. But yes, a case in point is my experience. In fact, when I read in the middle of the night and I got to, unravel, the particular secrets of the book, it gave me in fact bad dreams. Don't read these books if you don't want to feel and be reminded on how it is to be ignored by somebody you love. Refrain from diving into these novels if all you think the world is perfect and that no matter how harsh the situation, your family will be by your side. You will just get disappointed or get dismayed by the realities in life. I tell you that. That is a warning. If you don't want to embrace the reality that in some isolated cases, our enemies can be the people we can lean on amid the life's adversities, do not open this book. Do not open this saga if you don't want your world shattered. I am just giving you the heads up, my dear. Queen of Hearts plot is well developed. It is systematically and methodically crafted so that it can bring the reader to where he is supposed to. The paradise where he, at the moment, forgets the reality in life. I gave this book 4 stars for that reason. Blood of Wonderland does not necessarily mean bloodshed. This is filled with revelations that will probably make the reader's jaw drops, as it is filled with twists and turn of events, something that you don't expect. Really, it's quite revealing. That's why I gave this book 5 stars. And finally, War of Cards, the conclusion of the Queen of Hearts. This one is superb. It is action-packed and filled with heart-wrenching revelations, which will probably break one's hearts into pieces. I remember the time when I read this book in the middle of the night. It kept me wide awake until 5 a.m. because of its revelation in its ending. It took me about 3 days to move on. Yes, I was thinking of this for 3 days. I didn't have enough sleep. Yes, yeah, it might be, something, an overreaction of these books, but that's really, what I felt. Yeah, that's why I try reading this. I gave this 5 stars as well. The author Colleen Oakes commendably maxed out the use of literary tool in her saga. She was able to permeate the characters of Cheshire and the Mad Hatter in her novel. She was able to infuse in the plot the motives of the caterpillar and some card characters in a clandestine manner. She was able to bring to life as well some mythical characters such as Horned Hooves and the Jabberwockies, giving more excitement in the plot or the story. She was also able to utilize flamingos and cranes. And this for me is something superb as well. I really do commend you for that one, Colleen Oakes. You are so amazing. A major shout out to you, Colleen Oakes, for leaving me unnecessary scar in my heart and for bringing me to a roller coaster ride of emotions where I felt exhilarated, excited, mad, angry, sad, desperate, and any sort of emotions I felt when I read the book. Kudos to you. I'm a new fan now. And to you who haven't read this yet, I highly recommend you reading this saga right now. Why don't you include this in your TBRs this month? I'm sure you will enjoy it. You won't regret it. Thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like this one and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done doing so. This is Agad Clark and see you in my next vlog.